Hello! So I'm going to do my long-awaited weights video, and I have the lovely help of my dad, who does not want to be seen, and he's PE teacher and he used to be some sort of personal trainer, coach in weightlifting and stuff, so he knows what he's talking about here. So with his lovely help and my demonstration, he's going to give some instructions from the voice behind the camera of what to do, some safety tips and all of that. And this is just a basic kind of weights workout that we've been able to find is helpful for POTS. And I would only recommend doing this supervised, because dropping large weights on yourself or fainting whilst holding large weights could be very bad. So, seated bicep curl.
Important to sit feet flat on the ground, keep your back nice and straight.
Shoulders back.
Shoulders back and head up. Now, so starting with the arms straight, we simply bend at the elbow, bring the weight up, and then gently lower it back down. Making sure not to suddenly get the elbow straight. So nice controlled motion, nice slow, smooth action.
Up and down.
Up and down. Smooth both ways.
And something about the elbow? Where?
Keep the elbow in close to the body. Makes it safer as well.
So you shouldn't be like swinging it out bad. Nothing like these.
No, none of that, none of that. No, keep nice and straight.
Plus that'll make you extra dizzy if you do that. So I do 15 reps and 3 sets of each.
Make sure you do the same on each side so you get a nice balanced development of the muscles. Now this sort of prescription will build muscle somewhat, because our plan here is the bigger, stronger muscle will help pump blood out a lot easier and keep it circulating better.
Improving vascular tone.
Improving vascular tone, as well as muscle tone.
But it won't make you huge and bulky, so you don't have to worry about that.
Once again, with the leg extension, it's important to keep upright body position, the back nice and straight and your head up, and in a very controlled motion, straightening the legs and then lowering the weight back down. If you have had any knee problems, don't do this particular exercise.
Is there an alternative?
We'd have to look at probably half body weight squats to try and take up from this. Which
squats aren't terribly good for POTSys, I've discovered.
That's the only problem.
Or at least in my case, they make me terribly dizzy.
And with the weight you choose, you start basically with a bit of a guesstimate, something that you can move about 15 times. It's better to underestimate than overestimate. So start with it pretty light. First time you use it, if it's too easy, just add a little bit more until you find that happy medium.
And when should you increase your weights?
Every 2 to 3 weeks the muscles will adapt to the amount of weight you're using, the load you're using. So you've got a choice of either increasing the number of repetitions, so if you've done 15 you could do a couple of extras to 17, or you could put an extra kilo or 2 on, but only make it a very gradual increase. Now we're what's called supersetting here, so 1 set with the bicep curls and then with a completely different muscle group doing another set. This helps save time, you can get through it a bit quicker. So whilst the biceps were recovering, we did the leg extensions, now the quads are getting a bit of a break while we go back to another set of bicep curls. Going to do some lat pull downs next. These are important as they develop the large muscles of the back of the bar, which is gripped above the head. Here is nice safe, attached to cable, pulling weights up a rack. So the muscles are working here, latissimus dorsi in the sides. Also got a little bit of work on the rhomboids in under the back here. And idea now is a wide grip up on the bar.
Don't forget water. Very important. The reason we're doing this one next is we found I'm less POTSy because I'm going from sitting to sitting, so it's better to get all the sitting ones over and done with all the ones.
Now if you find a little bit of pain in the shoulders, you can do the same exercise pulling down at the front.
Which I think is harder.
A little bit less emphasis on the big muscles in the back, a bit more down the side. Again, a smooth, controlled action, pulling down and then lowering the weight. Trying not to have the elbows suddenly come lock straight.
Again, we're doing 15 reps in 3 sets. I can count my feet up in between. So you have to have a rest between each set to help give the muscle a break.
So with this amount of weight that we're using, with about 15 repetitions, you can give a minute to a minute and a half break in between. Probably no more than 2 minutes would be necessary. Oh, we're going to do a tricep activity here. It's another important thing is you balance the muscle group. So if you do a bicep exercise, we did the curl earlier, you've got to do the muscle on the other side, the tricep as well. As we've done the pull down exercise, shortly we'll do a bench press or pushing exercise, and we had the leg extension, and shortly we'll do the leg curl. So the muscles on each side of the joint are worked equally. That's important for balance of your strength and body shape. Now the tricep extension or kickback here, we're doing this in the prone position. Again, for POTSys, lying down is probably a safe spot rather than bending over as they're more commonly done.
Or up above your head.
Or doing, so
French press.
an activity where the weight is lifted directly above the head, and again, not advisable for safety purposes with POTSys. Even when we do the bench press shortly, you must have a spotter ready to catch at all times. So with this one we're using light weights in the hands, elbows tucked in by the side, so the upper arm is parallel to the floor. We're simply going to straighten out the elbow, extend the elbow and lift the weight. Once again, a nice controlled manner, the full range of movement.
And you only need to point to the floor, not go all the way up here.
Yes, just take it down to the vertical position, because that's where the tricep then does its job. Going past vertical towards your head becomes bicep work. We're not doing that. This isolates the tricep, that straightens out the elbow. Once again here we can superset, do the triceps, and then this particular bench, the way it's set up, and then so now we've gone down to the leg curl, so working the hamstring muscles. So we did the quadriceps earlier with the extension, so tucking the heels in under the padding, bring the legs up and over with the weight. Now you will need to reduce the weight compared to that which you used for the leg extension. The quadriceps at the front of the thighs are a stronger muscle, so they will lift heavier weight. Similarly with the bicep curl, you'll be lifting a heavier weight than you will use for the tricep extension. Now our final exercise is going to be a bench press. Again, this must be done with an assistant, and he stands ready to catch the weight in case things go wrong. The muscles here are across the chest, the pectorals, as well as the front of the shoulder and the triceps. So this one balances out your upper body pulling down. Now we're pushing away. You'll find in your local gym there'll be plenty of opportunities for all of these exercises. They may have specific machines for each of them, depending on how swish the gym is. But all can be done quite safely, and at any gym, anybody who knows what they're doing working there should be able to advise you on the safest ones to suit you.
Or you can do free weights as long as you've got supervision the whole time.
Well, the exercises we pick give a good all over body workout. Front and back of each joint that we've worked on. So we go now with the bench press. We're going to take the weight from a rack with the arms straight. Now it's important here, eyes level underneath the bar. And this particular bench here, lying flat, feet flat on the floor. If you've had any back problems, it's also a variation where you can put your feet up on the bench, but that depends on the length of the bench. But feet flat on the floor is the preferred position. The grip you take on the bar, hands are comfortably apart, nice even hold. I'm going to step out from behind the camera now and go out and give a hand. So we get it out, arms straight, we bring it down to the centre of the chest, pause, and straight back up again, making sure we don't lock the elbows suddenly straight. Especially most females tend to hyperextend, or the elbow straightens beyond straight. So you need to be particularly careful there.
And particularly with EDS and other joint hypermobility, which is common with POTS.
So breathing in as you lower the weight, breathe out as you raise it. That's pretty much the same for all of these activities. Breathe in as you lower, breathe out with the effort phase. So the spot of being ready to step straight in, hands under the bar. There we go. Right. Helps put it back on the rack. Again, give yourself a nice rest.